Good morning everybody. Right, we're on our way back to Manor Farm where we were in the last video. We found a few nice bits and pieces there, so I thought we'd give it another go. We're just going down the little country lane that approaches it, just going past some nice people walking their doggies. We're only about 5 minutes away now, so what I'll do when I get there, I'm going to park up, get to wherever I decide to go in the field, set everything up, and I'll catch you on the first signal, and hopefully we'll find some nice bits and pieces like we did last time. I know there wasn't anything too exciting, but there were one or two nice bits. So, as I say, once I've got set up, I'll catch you on the first target. Bye for now. Well, first signal, boys and girls, and it's in this bit down here. I'll tell you something, it's absolutely freezing again. It's about -2, -3, but with the wind chill factor it feels more like -5. Anyway, let's have a look for this, see if we can find it. It's in here, it's down here somewhere. Have a look, looks as though it's in this bit here. It's a button. Just let you have a look at that. Oop. Nothing very exciting, I'm afraid. It's very smooth. There's no shank on the back of it, but it's a nice little button. It's a nice little first find. Okay, we'll fill the hole in and move on. Well, boys and girls, second signal, not too far away from the last one. Just dug the plug out. I can see what it is, but I don't know what it is, so I'll just let you have a closer look at that. Can you see that? Right, let's pull it out together and see whether we've got something or see whether we've got a load of rubbish. At this particular moment in time, I haven't got the faintest idea. It looks quite interesting actually, but I don't know what it is. Pluggy thing, cap of something, not entirely sure. Quite heavy, but we'll clean it up later and see if we can decide what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't put the camera on the tripod because once again, it's a very nice day, but it's extremely windy again, and if I put the camera too high up where I am at the moment, you'll not be able to hear anything. Anyway, back to the hole. That's it. Whatever it is, it's probably a piece of rubbish. In fact, it looks like a piece of rubbish. Let's have a look. Yes, a piece of rubbish. Lead, but piece of rubbish, so we'll pop it in the bag, and I think I'll have a wander over that way a little bit. It might be a little bit more sheltered down in the dip in the field, but we'll soon find out. Right, we've got another target here. It's coming up at about 75 on the scale. So let's give it a dig together and hope for the best. I've put the camera on the tripod, obviously so you can see me digging it. I hope the wind's not too bad, and I hope you can actually hear what I'm saying. No, anyway, well, let's get on with it. Let's dig this hole. I think I'm in pretty much the right place. Hold on a minute. rubbish. That's it. No, that's not it. No, not a minute. Let's see if we've got it out. Right, it's in this lump here somewhere. Have a look. Apart a bit. Alright, pull this down here. Nah, not in there. Not in there. Somewhere in here. No. Shall we? Can't see anything. Apparently it's in here, this little bit. Oh, it's a coin. Let's open it together. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. It might not be a coin, it might be a button. Oh no, I think it's a coin. Well, let me take my glove off. No, it's a button. I can't see, my eyes are streaming that much. Looks as though it's got some design on it of some kind. Don't know, it might clean up quite nicely. That might be a nice, but oh, well, yeah, it's definitely got some kind of design on it. It looks like it might be silver plated or something. Anyway, we'll pop that in the bag and we'll fill the hole in and we'll move on. Right then, I've just had a bite to eat. I've only just literally walked from over there to just here. I've just dug this plug out, but this time I'm almost certain that we have got a coin. Although in saying that, it looks pretty much destroyed. But just see it just there. I'll just lift it up. Let you have a look at that there. You can just about see it in the sunlight. Now let's pull it out and see what we've got. Well, I can't see much on it, to be honest with you. I know I haven't got my glasses on, but I'll just give it a little bit of a rub. I'd say that it's probably Victorian. Whether I get anything off it when I get home, give it a bit of a clean. But first coin of the day, so I'm quite happy about that. The wind seems to have died down slightly. I just hope it stops that way, because otherwise it just absolutely ruins the damn videos. But you can't have everything, can you? So pop that in a bag. I'll fill the hole in, check it with the detector, and we'll move along. Right then, I've just dug this plug out just here, and I was having some difficulty finding it. Whatever it is, it's very tiny. But I've narrowed it down with the detector, and it's round about here somewhere. So let's have a listen, see if we can find anything down here. Oh, hold on. Sounds as though it's in here somewhere. So let's have a look and see what we've got. If anything. Oh, Hold on a second. I don't know what that is. Ooh. Just give it a wipe on my trousers. Oh, let me take my glove off. It looks like a very, very tiny little buckle. If it is a buckle, I think it is. But it's very, very tiny. If it is a buckle, it's that tiny. I don't know what it would have been off. I suppose it could have been off a shoe or something. But we'll be able to see better when I clean it up and we do the roundup at the end of the day. But that could turn out, it feels as though it's got some decoration on it. That could turn out to be a really nice little find. And if it is a buckle, that is very, very old. Probably 16 or 1700s, something like that. But we'll pop it in the bag, fill the hole in, and we're not doing too bad in this field actually. I thought it might show some promise, so we'll crack on. Just quickly show you this, just dug another plug out. Nothing too interesting, just a piece of copper strapping of something. Don't think it's got any markings on it or anything like that, but we'll pop it in the bag. Well, this is a new one on me because I've never I've never found one of these before. Just see if we can get it in the sunlight for you. It's a number 8. Looks as though it's made out of copper, but it's got a spike on the back, as though it went into something. But I'm almost certain it says number 8. So we can get it a bit better focus than that. You can see that, can't you? Well, once again, I don't know. Well, I know it's a number 8, but I don't know what it was for. But I like it. Okay, we'll pop it in the bag and move on. Right people, we've got another target here. It's about it's about 75 on the scale. I'm sure you can hear that. So obviously worth a dig. So let's give it a go and see what we can find. It's round, I think it's about there. Yeah, it says it's about 6 inches deep. So the ground's quite hard and rocky here, but we'll get there in the end, don't worry, we'll get there. Yeah, we're still on track. Still on track, everybody. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. The wind's not too bad just here. I'm at the side of a big holly hedge, and it's acting like a windbreak. So that's a bit of a bonus. Oh. Let's see if we've got it out of the hole. We have indeed got it out of the hole. So let's have a look. Oops. Let's have a look. No. I tell you what, let's break it up into a couple of halves. See if we can find it. Pull the detector down here a bit. Not in there. Not in there. Sounds as though it's in here somewhere. Have a look. Oh, I think we've got silver. think we have anyway. In fact, I'm sure we have. It looks like a brooch. Oh, it's like a little horseshoe. I'll just show you that a bit closer. I'll come over here and give it a rub. Can you see that? It's like a horseshoe. It might have been a locket. Look, I don't know. I think I can just see a little bit of glass just there, but it's definitely silver. Ha ha! I like silver. Do you like silver? We all like silver. Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll pop that in the bag, fill the hole in, and hope we can find some more goodies. Ha ha! We like silver. Right, well, the wind's getting up again. Oh, wonderful. So I haven't put it on the tripod, I just got it in my hand. And we've just found what I think is another button. I think I can still see the shank on the back of it there. I'll just lift it out. Let's have a look at it together. I thought it was a coin at first. It's slightly saucer shaped, but I think I can feel what's left of the shank, so I'm pretty sure it's another button. But there you go, it's another find, and that's all that matters. So, pop it in the bag and see if we can find somewhere to get out of the wind. Right, just managed to find another target. I've just dug the plug out there, as you can see. I'll just see if I can get a little close up. It looks like lead. I don't know what though. It's very tiny. Let's see if we can rub some of the muck off it. Well, it's got a little pattern on it. Quite probably medieval, I would have thought. Although I don't know what it is. There's nothing on the back. I suppose it could have been some kind of lead seal from the medieval days. Oops, a daisy. Something along those lines. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a nice find. So we'll pop it in the bag and crack on. Well, boys and girls, we've got another target here. I've dug the plug out. I can see I can see it. But let me stand up. Oh, I don't know what it is once again. Very good signal, about 75 on the scale, only about 5 inches deep. Once again, I don't know what it is. There may be something on it when I've cleaned it up. Oops, it is. I've dropped. Oh no, where's that gone? It's down here. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Don't know what it is. It's quite heavy. It might, I don't know whether it's lead, I'm not quite sure yet, it could be, but we'll find out when we clean it up. I mean, it's a nice day, it's lovely and sunny, but the wind is absolutely terrible. It's blowing a right gale down here. It must be sweeping down off the hills or something like that. There's a wood over there that I've never been in. I might give that a go next time I'm over here if it's still too windy. But anyway, we'll see if we can find something else before I go home. Right, everybody, I've had enough today. What with the wind blowing a gale, absolutely bitter cold. It's been a long day. I found a few bits and pieces. I've still enjoyed it. I hope you have. Just like to say thanks for joining me. Hope the video turns out okay. It's been a struggle making the video with the windy conditions and everything, but I've tried my best. I'll do the roundup at home once again, once I've cleaned all the bits and pieces up, to see exactly what we've got or what we haven't got. So I'll see you all when I get back home for the roundup. Okie dokie. Right then, boys and girls, well, I'm glad I set off back when I did. I'd only been driving for about 15 minutes and then I hit the blizzard. Took me 2.5 hours to drive home and it should only have taken me about 40 minutes, but I got back eventually. So we'll get inside the house and we'll start to do the roundup. Okie dokie. Right then, we're back inside now where it's a lot warmer. So this is what we found today. As usual, I'll start with what I call the rubbish. Now there's there's 3 of these pieces that you won't see in the video, for the simple reason when I was putting the video together the wind was so bad you literally couldn't hear a word that I was saying. So I've just deleted those 3 videos because there was just no point putting them in the video. So this is the first piece that you didn't see. It's just a piece of lead scrap. It was obviously round at some point, been cut in half. Why? I don't know. That's what that is. The second one that you didn't see was this, some kind of plug. It's modern, it's got a thread on it, some writing on the back. You may be able to see the writing, I'm not quite sure. Probably off a tractor or something like that. The third one that you didn't see was just a big fuse that I dug up. That's it. So we'll start with this. This is the piece of copper strapping that we found. It's obviously very old. It may be part of a blade. If you can see, it tapers quite nicely. So I think that that's some kind of blade. It could be part of a knife. I don't really know. It's a possibility though. So that's that. That was the piece of scrap lead that was in the bottom of the hole, which you did see. Nothing too spectacular, I'm afraid. Now this this piece really intrigues me. As you can see, it says number 8. I think it's made out of copper. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but the pin on the back looks as though it may have been silver plated. Now you would think that it having a spike on the back, it would have been driven into something, but if it was driven into something, that would be damaged, and it's not. It's absolutely perfect around the edges. If there's any fines experts out there watching and they know what that is, I really would appreciate you leaving me a comment and telling me what it is, because that it's really baffling me, honestly. I've never seen anything like it before. Anyway, then there was this piece. I think it's made out of copper once again. It's solid, it's not hollow. It's very heavy. Looks as though it may have fitted into something, and maybe something went inside there. Once again, if anybody can give me an idea, I would appreciate it. Another piece of lead. This has obviously been made for something. I don't know what. Looks as though it's been caught by the plough just there. It may have been a weight that went onto something. Not sure. Could be very old. This, I'm almost certain, is medieval. It's only a tiny little piece. If you can see, it's got some nice decoration on it. It's very simple decoration, but it is decorated. It may have been part of a lead seal or something like that. Once again, I'm sorry, I really don't know, but it's a nice find anyway. This was the coin that we found. It is Queen Victoria. Strangely enough, the only thing that I have been able to get off it is the date, and the date is 1862, which is quite interesting, because if that had been in good condition, with either an 8-stroke-6 or a signature on it, it would have been worth £1,000 or £2, but as you can see, the condition it's in, it's not. This was one of the buttons that we found, quite plain, quite simple, nothing too spectacular, but as you know, I like buttons. The next button is silver plated. You can see that. It's silver plated. It has got a design on it. I can't make out what the design is, but that's a nice button. Could be very old, not too sure. But it's a nice find. This is the other button that I found. Now you'll not be able to see it, I don't think, but on there is a shield in the centre, a triangular shaped shield with what's left of a coat of arms on it, and above the coat of arms is what looks like a bishop's hat, a mitre. So I'm assuming it's some sort of ecclesiastical button. Once again, I don't really know, but that's very, very old. That could be bordering on medieval, I'm not too sure. I've had a look on the internet, but I can't find anything like it. This was the little buckle that we found. This is the tiniest buckle I've ever found. It's nicely decorated. I hope you can see that. Very pretty. I'll show you the back side of it, just there. That, I think, is probably off a child's shoe. If I'm wrong, and anybody out there knows, please tell me. But that is a really, really old, nice find. Could be from the 1600s. And lastly, haha, the treasure. It is a locket. It's solid silver. I'll let you have a look at that. I did say that it looked as though it had got a horseshoe on the back. Well, it has. And you can see it just there. You can see the horseshoe just there. It is hallmarked. I don't know whether you can actually make out the hallmarks. If you can just see the hallmarks, not too sure. But it was made by somebody called J.H. They don't know what his name was. It was minted in Birmingham, and it was minted in 1876. That much I do know, because I've had the hallmarks under my new digital microscope that I had delivered the other day. If you remember, the other one broke. This one works fantastic. Highly recommend those for things like hallmarks. They're very good. Anyway, that's the roundup for today, but that is the best piece by far. I like that, it's very nice. Just a pity that the front was missing, but there you go. So anyway, I'd just like to say once again, thanks ever so much for joining me. I'm glad we're not outside now after the blizzard, because it's literally horrible, and they forecast a lot more snow for the rest of this week, and probably even later than that. So when I'll get out again, I'm not too sure, but as soon as I can get out, I will be there, rest assured. So once again, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.